The next one, we are going to talk about the displacement reaction. We all know that whenever there is a strong substance and there is a comparatively weak substance, anything, it can be a person, it can be a substance or anything, क्या होता है बच्चों? एक strong substance always displaces the weak one. This happens in the chemical reaction also. So in order to know that, the first and the foremost thing is we need to understand the reactivity series. Now what do you understand by the reactivity series? देखिए इसमें हमको पता है कि कितने सारे जो metals होते हैं ना, उन metals को उनकी ताकत के अनुसार, depending upon the nature, we are going to arrange them in a series. The strongest one first, and the weakest one in the down, right? So let us arrange, scientists have arranged it and we are just going to learn it, right? So what is the reactivity series? So the reactivity series, we have got potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminum, zinc, iron, lead, hydrogen. Hydrogen is not a metal. Then copper, mercury, silver, gold. Now these are the metals, common metals, which you know, they are arranged according to the reactivity. The most reactive amongst all this, we have got the potassium, it is the most reactive, and the gold is the least reactive, right? So you can see the reactivity decreases from top to bottom. The most reactive substance is on the top and the least reactive substance is kept in the bottom. But why hydrogen? Hydrogen is not a metal, but still it's just put here so that the metals which are above the hydrogen can displace hydrogen, and the metals which are below the hydrogen, the element hydrogen here, they will not be able to displace hydrogen in any of the reactions. Now is it clear? Now this has to be by heart. Okay, now pause the video and learn this reactivity series once with me and then on your own. Potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, lead. Then comes hydrogen, which is not a metal, and then below it we have got copper, mercury, silver and gold. They are the least reactive metals, right? So if I talk about, I give you two metals, calcium and zinc, which is more reactive. The one which is on the upper side, it is more reactive. So calcium is more reactive as compared to that of zinc. Now if you compare sodium and aluminium, sodium is more reactive as compared to that of aluminium. So if you remember the series well, you will be able to do the reactions better, right? So pause the video and start learning. So this is the arrangement of the metal in the increasing or the decreasing order of reactivity of the metals, right? So, okay, all of you have learned the reactivity series. Now, let us talk about the displacement reaction. Displacement means what? Displacement means kicking out the weak one by the strong one. So, let us look at the reactions one by one. So, if you have got a substance which is AB and this substance reacts with another substance that is C. Now, C is stronger than A, so it kicks out A from the substance AB and takes its place. So you have got a substance AB, you added a stronger substance C, it kicks out the weaker substance from AB to A, that means it displaces and it takes the place of A. So the new substance which is formed is CB. Such kind of the reaction is called as the displacement reaction. Such a reaction is called as the displacement reaction. Now all of you know this? Yes. Okay. So when a more reactive element removes another similar element having the least reactivity from its compound, these reactions are called as the displacement reaction. Okay, hope you all have understood. Now let us do it by an activity. For this, we are going to take a test tube and mount it on the stand. Now you have got some iron nail. It should be new, it should not be rusted. If it is rusted, then what you should do, you should clean it, rub it and keep it dry. Then you take copper sulfate solution. Now copper sulfate solution is a beautiful blue colored substances. हाँ? तो copper sulfate के crystals होते हैं. This copper sulfate crystals are blue in color, and if you put it into the water, preferably distilled water, so you get a blue colored solution as you can see here in this test tube. Now we will be adding iron nail and keep it for 20 minutes. Wait. Then what you can see is the blue color of the copper sulfate solution in the first test tube, it will remain as it is, but in the one which you have put the iron nail, it will turn to green color. Right? And then if you watch it carefully, this green substance is actually become ferrous sulfate. We took copper sulfate, right? But now the green solution which you get it in the test tube number 2, that is actually become the ferrous sulfate solution. Now what has happened in this reaction? The blue colored copper sulfate was added with some iron nails. Now this iron in the reactivity series, if you have learned, the iron is above copper. So it is more stronger. So what did it do? It displaced copper out of the solution. So copper came out separate and it get converted into ferrous sulfate solution. Now what happened to this copper? तो ये जो आयरन का नेल आपने लिया था वो ग्रे कलर का था. अगर आप अब ध्यान से देखोगे तो ये जो आयरन की नेल होती है ना, उसके ऊपर ब्राउन कोटिंग आ जाएगी. ठीक है, तो अभी फिर से आपको रिएक्टिविटी सीरीज आपको बता रहे हैं. देखिए हमारे पास में कॉपर कहाँ पर है, ये है कॉपर, और आयरन कहाँ है, बोले यहाँ पर. तो आयरन ना कॉपर से ऊपर है, तो क्या किया इसने कॉपर सल्फेट में से आयरन ने कॉपर को बाहर कर दिया और उसकी जगह को ले लिया. ठीक है, तो इस प्रकार की जो रिएक्शन है इसे हम क्या कहते हैं, दिस इज कॉल्ड एज द डिस्प्लेसमेंट रिएक्शन. ठीक है, देखो आयरन कॉपर, तो ऊपर वाले ने नीचे वाले को डिस्प्लेस कर दिया. ठीक, ऐसे ही हमारे पास आते हैं, चलो जिंक प्लस कॉपर सल्फेट. हाँ, तो अभी रिएक्टिविटी सीरीज आपके सामने है. तो रिएक्टिविटी सीरीज में आपने क्या ऐड करनी थी, तो हमने बोला जिंक को ऐड करो कॉपर सल्फेट में. क्या कुछ होगा रिएक्शन, है ना? हाँ होगा, क्योंकि आप क्या देख रहे हो, यहां पर जिंक सल्फेट बन जाएगा और साथ में क्या बन जाएगा, कॉपर डिस्प्लेस आउट हो जाएगा. कारण बताओ, कारण बताओ. हाँ, कारण बताने से यहां पर आपको पता है ऊपर है जिंक और जो कॉपर है वो नीचे है. तो आपने क्या देखा कि जिंक क्योंकि रिएक्टिविटी सीरीज में ऊपर है इसलिए उसने कॉपर को डिस्प्लेस कर दिया. दैट इज द रीजन इट हैज डिस्प्लेस्ड द कॉपर. Similarly, lead, if it is reacting with copper chloride, so you will be getting lead chloride and copper is displaced. Why? Again, you can see that lead is above copper in the reactivity series, so lead also can displace copper. So what is the final understanding what you got here? The final understanding what you got here is the substance which is in the reactivity series above the substance, it will displace the substance which is below it. Okay, so this if you learn and keep it in front of you, you can always find out कि कौन सी substance displace कर सकती है और कौन सी नहीं, है ना? तो अभी आपको सबसे पहला काम क्या करना होगा, नहीं याद किया हो तो वापस जाओ फिर से याद करो. ठीक है.